was pretty cool next is that in this chapter, it talks about people who manipulate other people, right? Crooked speech, stirring conflict, creating division directly and indirectly, right? That's manipulation. And it also goes on about talking about the things that God hates. This one I really sat with this and I really looked at this, right? Because the things that God hates, they are as follows. It goes pride, lying, violence, plotting evil, rushing towards doing wrong, false witnesses, and sowing division, right? Now, when you think about that list or you look at that list, you notice that the list is about destroying trust between people. It's crazy, right? Because the things on that list that it says that God hates here, it slowly ruins relationships and communities. Right? Now, the next thing there's so many points that was made in chapter 6, and the thing is, these chapters are relatively short reads, but so impactful and powerful, right? I truly believe if one just, instead of I'm all for reading, but if one just truly sat and just read Proverbs like every day for like 3-6 months straight, I do believe one's life could be totally different. But I digress. But now the chapter does come around and starts talking about temptation again. And when it comes back to talking about temptation, it made me feel or realize like this is a really big topic, because it's been mentioned almost in every chapter so far, and we're on chapter 6. Okay? But Proverbs, it does say, going back about temptation, Proverbs chapter 6, verse 27, basically asks, can a man scoop fire into his lap without being burnt? And we all know the answer to that question, right? We all know the answer to that question. The answer is no. So you can't keep putting yourself close to destructive situations, destructive people, destructive environments, and not feel any negative consequences from that, right? But again, on the flip side of that, the opposite is true, right? You can't continue to put yourself in good, positive environments, positive people, and not expect for some of that to rub off on you. So again, going back to one of my mentors, you guys can look him up. His name is Rabu Gary. Good friend too, really cool dude. But anyway, he always said, when God blesses your neighbor, that means he's in your neighborhood, right? But yeah, that was chapter 6. Now, in summing all this up, I would say that this chapter is more like a warning about how people slowly end up in positions or situations that just didn't happen like overnight, and oftentimes these positions are and can be avoidable. That's what I'm getting. And let's see.